Not all parents, however, are happy about that decision. A conservative group called the Center for American Liberty is fighting the governor's mandate in court, saying distance learning does not work, and the group believes the decision should be left to teachers and parents.
NBC7's Omari Fleming talked to the head of that group tonight about their concerns.
Bottom line, the governor needs to get out of the way.
Citing, amongst other things, ineffective distance learning and concerns for equal access to education.
The parents who are wealthy of children who are affected by this can go hire tutors.
Harmeet Dillon, CEO of the conservative Center for American Liberty, announced this suit against Governor Gavin Newsom for his order to keep schools closed, fearing increased spread of COVID-19.
The studies that we have seen out of pediatricians, one after the other, have told me there is zero evidence of transmission of this disease from children to the teachers. Okay, so that's one thing. There are 0 deaths from COVID of children in the state.
Dillon's right about the deaths. According to the California Department of Health, there have been no deaths in anyone under the age of 17.
But we weren't so sure about that transmission information, so we came right here to Sharp Reese Steely to talk to one of their doctors about that information while practicing some physical distancing.
We do know that children do transmit it, even though yes, there is a lower likelihood of them getting infected and transmitted. They can transmit it to their teachers, and yes, their teachers can also spread that and transmit it to the community, and that of course could affect things.
Distance learning also cited as a concern in the suit. A La Jolla plaintiff with 2 school-age kids says their doctor suggested limiting screen time to 2 hours.
Those guidelines of 2 hours are actually a little bit outdated, because what they're in children 5 years of age and older, what they're recommending is not a specific time frame, but they're recommending that the time for the content and the time in which they're participating in screen time should be a more high quality content. And so in this case where it is geared towards their learning, then that does allow for more time.
So the governor needs to do better. I think that we can, in the state with a $100 billion budget of the schools, we can figure out how most of these kids and these teachers can be together safely in the classroom. And for those who cannot, for their own physical or mental health reasons, they can do distance learning. Those options should be available.
Omari Fleming, NBC7.